Jay Crouch is a Clemson agronomist based in Newberry County, and you cover a lot of crops, but you're down here at the South Carolina Farm Agribiz Expo today to try to help people understand how to grow the best hay they can. And so who all uses hay in South Carolina, and why is it so important that we have a good quality crop?
Any livestock producer in the state will have a forage need. Most of that is in the form of hay. And it's the basis of your feeding program. You know, we supplement with hay, and then we supplement hay with other feeds. And the better quality your hay is, the less other supplemental feed you may wind up having to purchase in a given year.
I always think of coastal Bermuda because in the part of South Carolina where I am, and that's a crop that once you plant it keeps coming back every year after year.
Yes, ma'am, it's a perennial. There's coastal stands that are 30+ years old. Under good management, they're very long-lived. Very expensive to put in initially, but you know the investment is over an extended period of time. And you know it's basically weed management, fertility management that determines the longevity of a given stand.
So I would guess, even though coastal, it is a sterile hybrid, and so it does keep coming back. But just like people with their turf grass, if you want to have good quality, you've kind of be on it all the time. So what are some of the things you're going to try to help people understand today to have a good product that comes out?
We're going to focus primarily on fertility management, pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium inputs. pH is the driver, of course. Potassium is extremely important in winter survival, disease resistance, which ultimately impact yield. And you know, yield in coastal we look at in terms of tons per acre. A lot of farmers look at bales per acre, but we often focus on tons per acre, and you know your tons is going to depend on the weight of your bale, you know, as to how many bales it takes to make that given ton.
Do you sometimes have to do split applications to get the very best product?
Clemson's recommendations now are a split application of potassium and nitrogen. We will put nitrogen out before we cut the first time, and then again after each cutting. We recommend a potash before the first cutting and again after the third. And potash plays a big role in root development. Coastal it's an adapted variety to our state, but more in the southern climates of our state.
Yes.
It's prone to winter kill, and potassium, I refer to it as winterizing roots. And if you put that out after your third cutting, it gives it that potassium load going into winter and cold weather.
Does it help the roots to have a better development, or they go deeper in the soil, or does it just give them more oomph and protection against cold?
It just gives them a little more drive. Very important in cell health and overall plant health, because it's very important in cell wall development and the integrity of membranes where pathogens enter and exit plants.
So it's just like having a good,
it's a good immune
skin,
system.
Good hide.
It's a good immune system.
I hear that there are ways that people judge the quality of hay, and there are different parameters and examples that people use. What are some of the ways that people decide if this is a good hay, and what do y'all think is the overall best indicator of high quality feed?
Well, I'm far from a forage expert, but you know, most producers want to know what the crude protein is, and constantly they come in and that's all they want to check.
Protein.
And you know, all that told you at the end of the day is how much protein was in it. If you will run an acid detergent fiber and a neutral detergent fiber test along with the crude protein, it'll give us total digestible nutrient, which is a percentage of the quality or value of that forage that the animal actually will be able to utilize and digest for growth and development.
We can't live on an all-meat diet. I mean,
no,
protein. Yeah,
no,
so
I try hard, but it can't be done.
So really, part of what we as extension specialists should do perhaps is to try to educate the buyers of our hay as to what really indicates high quality hay.
Oh yeah, you know, and there's a lot of programs that have been done recently, especially with the drought. People trying to extend what forage they've got so that you know, maybe they can get by on less as opposed to more. And then you know, the big message is, you know, that everybody wants the green hay. Color doesn't mean a thing. Sun can bleach color, and it's still a very good hay. I was at an extension program years ago with Dr. John Irwin. He had 2 square bales of hay on the ground. One of them was brown, and the other one was one that he asked the folks attending, which one would you buy? they all pointed at the green one, and it was hands down poorer than the brown one. And it was just a matter of sunlight where it had been stored. So you can't really visually look at it and tell. You got to run samples through our lab to know.
So really, if you want to do the best for your animals, you need to educate yourself as the owner of the animal as to making certain that you are providing the proper diet that is the best diet for the money that you're spending.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Jay Crouch, thank you for what you're doing. This is an important part of agribusiness, and there's nothing more beautiful than a field of hay or a field of cattle or horses, and what y'all do makes part of riding around the back roads of South Carolina so attractive. Thank you so much.
Thank you.